Today, for this drawing lesson, we're going to be working with modeling, which is the art speak for shading. And you're going to need some paper and a pencil, and if you want, an eraser. This is a very hard pencil. This is a 5H. We use it mainly for drafting. And if I push, you can barely see a line there. These are traditionally artist drawing pencils. A 2B, same pressure, gives me a line like this. And a 6B, so you see we're going up in numerical order, is a very soft pencil and it makes a much darker mark. So if you have any drawing pencils, you should use your darkest one because then you have more of a range. You can get a darker mark. So I'm going to use a 6B. The first thing that we're going to do, and we're going to learn to make a value scale. And so I'd like you to just take whatever you're drawing with, and I'd like you to make a long rectangle like this. And divide your rectangle into 11 steps. I'm just going to put little lines. So this is going to be a grayscale gradient that we're going to work on. And underneath you're going to label it 0%, 10%, 20%, 30, 80, 90, and 100. We're going to see what your pencil can do, how dark it can get and how light it can get. And this will help you practice having some hand skills, knowing how far you can push your pencil. On the 100, what I want you to do is I want you to fill in that square as dark as possible. 0% is white. 100% is 100% black, as dark as you can make it. And 50% is going to be your middle gray for you, okay? So in the 10% now, you're going to go over and you're going to draw as light as you possibly can. In the 20%, we can make it a little bit darker, but you can always go back and make things darker. Notice that I'm trying to keep my hand off the paper. Okay, see how I'm drawing? I'm trying not to touch the paper with my hand, because what happens with graphite is it smears. I think we'll take a little break for a second. I've taken a moment off camera and finished this grayscale gradient. We call this a gray scale, and it's a stepped grayscale from 0% to 100% in 11 steps. When we use the word value in art, we're talking about shades of gray from white to black. When we use the word hue, we're talking about color, and we're not talking about color right now. So I'm looking at my grayscale here, and I can see it's not evenly stepped, and that's where your eraser can come in. This gummy eraser, if you put it on, if you press it on the graphite, it lifts the graphite off the paper without smearing it. See how that graphite just comes off just a little bit? Then it got a little blotchy, so I can go back in and very softly fix it. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfection in drawing, okay? I think that's good enough. That shows you what your pencil can do, how dark a mark it can make, how light a mark it can make, and this will help you prepare for actually doing a drawing with shading.